Good morning, students. In my last lecture, I have talked about the toxicology. I talked about what are the, you can say, classification of toxicology, why this toxicology is important. Now, today, I'm going to tell you that what is the use of toxicology in your this forensic science. So generally you can say when the body comes, right, their characteristics is distinguished the body that is suicidal, the body that is homicidal. So when we see the characteristics of the suicidal body, it should be cheap and easily available, right? Then homicidal, it should be cheap and this also is easily available. When we see the antidote, there should not be many antidote present. There should not be any antidote. When we talk about the homicidal body, there should not be any antidote. When we see the lethal dose, in lethal dose small quantity is present, and in homicidal also small quantity is present, and the lethal period in your suicidal body you can say is short and homicidal is long. When we analyze the taste is pleasant or tasteless in suicidal. When we see homicidal, it is tasteless, colorless plus odorless. Signs and symptoms, when we are talking about signs and symptoms, it is capable of producing pain, less death. It should, and on the other hand, when we talk about homicidal, it should resemble the natural death, right? And when we see the post-mortem of these bodies, first in suicidal, there should not be any autopsy changes, and in homicidal, there should not be any autopsy changes present. Chemically, these are detected in the suicidal body, and homicidal, it should not be detected by any chemical test. And when we see the decaying of poison, it may not be detected when we talk about suicidal, and when we talk about homicidal, it must be destroyed rapidly. So these are few kinds of, you can say, differences which we analyze. Then comes the criminal laws relating to poisonous. This we have studied section 272 that talks about the punishment and adultering of the food and drinks. Section 273 that also is selling of non-toxic food and drinks. Section 274 which talks about the punishment for adulteration. Then comes 275 knowingly and selling adulterated drugs. 276 prescribes about selling of drugs at different drug and preparation. Then 277 fouling of water. 278 talks about atmosphere noxious and rupees 500 is imposed. Then our section 85 that talks about criminal act under the involuntary toxication. Then comes 86 that is any criminal act done under voluntarily intoxication. Then comes the section 284 that deals with the punishment, or you can say neglection in the conduct of the poison, and section 328 of IPC which talks about the administration of any poison, that is stupefying and intoxicating agent which intend to cause hurt and facilitate the commission commission of an offense. So when we are talking about toxicology, we have to see that what is toxicology, what are the classification, and how the body of homicidal and suicidal body is analyzed, and what are the laws or what are the penal provisions which are present in our IPC. So these were the conditions that fulfill the criteria of toxicology. Thank you, students.